Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys spending some time with me to check the video out today. Always very grateful for that. And guys, today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite summertime lures for shallow water fishing, and that's this Zoom Frog right here. This is sort of a technique specific deal. I'm going to show you guys how to rig it. We've talked about this in the past a little bit, but I really want to give you guys some tips and advice on fishing it during the month of July and August, which is my two favorite months of the year to fish it. So we'll get in that today's video. Also guys, just a quick reminder, I've been trying to let everybody know that we started up our Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns again. A lot of you guys that have been with the channel, you're real familiar with these. If you're not, these are lake map breakdowns that I build for the Fish the Moment website. It's taken me years to put these things together. We got maps for all over the country, all 4 seasons of the year. And in the maps, guys, I give you 40 GPS waypoints that you can download straight to your depth finder. Tips and advice on how to fish each other and fish each area. And then you can take that and duplicate it and run a pattern on your own. So it's a really good resource to learn more about your favorite lake or get some good spots on a lake you've never been for. So I'll put the Fish the Moment lake map breakdown link in the description of the video. Much appreciated there. Okay guys, we've talked about this some in the past, but I want to reiterate and give you guys a refresher course on it if you're not familiar with it. This is called the Zoom Frog, made by Zoom. And it's Zoom. The horny toad's well known by everybody, but the horny toad is sort of a subtle bait. The Zoom Frog, guys, this is a floating frog. It doesn't sink like a horny toad does. It floats on the surface. It's got this real elastic, type of plastic on it, and it makes a noise that's sort of in between a buzzbait and a horny toad. So it's subtle, yet it has a little bit more noise than a horny toad. And guys, in the summertime, they will clobber this thing in shallow water. So we're going to talk about that. First, I'll show you how to rig it. Now, a lot of people rig these things on the EWG hook. I don't like it like that because you lose so many fish. The technique that I have figured out that works better than anything is get you a straight shank. This is a Gamakatsu G Finesse hybrid worm hook in the 4/0 size. I'll link this in the description of the video. Actually, guys, I'll put both of these, my Tackle Warehouse link, where you guys can get both of these if you want in the description of this video. Straight shank, guys. And then what you want to do is you want to come through the top of the bait with it. Just thread it through, just like, through the middle of it. And this is you're going to have an exposed hook. And the way that I fish it, I'm not fishing this in heavy cover. I'm fishing it in more open water so you can get by with an exposed hook. But you rig it just like this with an exposed hook. And guys, when they hit this thing, they will never miss it. You get them every time with that exposed hook. And the thing about this, I throw it on usually like a 7.2 medium heavy rod with usually 30 to 40 pound test Seaguar Smackdown braided line on it. And the key with this technique, guys, is you want to fish it in shallow water around shade. It's all about shade. It's all about shallow water. So you guys have heard me preach and talk all the time about the bluegills and perch spawning in the summertime. This is why this thing works really good. So what you want to do is go back into some shallow, flat bank areas on the lake that you fish. It could be the back of a creek, the back end of a cove, the back part of a cove. Not really, you don't really want to use it on the main lake. It works better in a cove or a creek. And target any shade that you have on the bank. You don't really have to have any cover. Cover helps because you can skip this like under a boat dock and catch them, or you can throw it next to a lay down tree or grass bed and catch them. But my favorite way to fish this thing is I'll be going down just a nothing looking bank, and they'll maybe depending upon the time of the day, you're going to have some overhanging trees that throw out some shade on the water. And if you have a flat bank towards the back 2/3 part of a cove that's throwing off some shade, throw this Zoom Frog, guys, up in that area, up on that shade, and just reel it steady just like that, and it's going to go blip, 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 blip. Subtle action on there, or subtle sound, and they will come up and clobber that thing in the middle of the day. You can be out there, it could be 100 degrees out with no wind and bright sun, and if you can get this thing in shade, they will hammer it, and they'll bite it all the way up until September. I usually start throwing it about right now. I'll throw it all the way up until September, and it's one of my favorite baits that don't get fished very much. Color doesn't really make that much of a difference. I usually use this frog pattern right here, or a black one or a white one. This is my favorite color that they make. Again, I'll link all this in the description, but black, white, or this one right here is the best color. So anyway, guys, give them a try. It's an exciting way to fish. It's a way, if you don't want to fish that deep in the summertime, you can move super shallow and catch them on this thing. There's not a lake in the country where this won't work if you can find those conditions I talked about. So anyway, give it a try. I hope you guys catch a few on it. We'll talk later.